What up? We're back playing Hammerwatch, and I'll be honest, I haven't really been feeling the Hammerwatch lately. At first, I played it, and as I said before, with the Archer class, and I was like, damn, this game is amazing! I'm gonna do a let's play of this like immediately. And so I did. And, well, sure, it started off great. I had a lot of fun with it. Do I need to open this? I kind of do. And for the first act, definitely. And for... Ow, crap. I forgot they explode. Oh, this plant is going to kill me. And for some of Act 2, it was also pretty good. But honestly, the game is kind of repetitive, and there's not a whole lot of content there. There's only ever like 2 or so different enemy types per floor. There's not really a whole lot to do in terms of variation between the different characters. I'm glad there's a lot of different characters to choose from, that's pretty good. But individually, I probably shouldn't have taken that. Individually, they don't have a lot to them. And as I said, it gets pretty repetitive. Especially since it takes so long to unlock your extra skills, considering you only start with the one. And we elected not to grab our second skill in Act 2, mostly because I forgot, but also because, well, had I been able to redo that decision, I would have made the same one where I used the gold key instead of on the shop that gives us our second skill. I would have used it on the store that gives us the attack upgrades and all that nice stuff. So you're kind of just spamming A the entire game if you ignore the fact that you have 1 or 2 skills until the late game that you can use to do various cool things with. What do I want to get here? 6,000 monies? I guess a move speed, that's good. And I guess we've picked up 3 health max ups, considering we have 75 health, and this is like, yo, we're gonna give you from whatever you had to 75. So that would give us another 15, so we'd be at 90. Yeah, I'll get that, it's pretty cheap. And I'll save the money for the rest, but I will press this and open that door up on the top right. Ah, that opens up to the plank. We should probably circle back that way. So I'll do that. Yeah, it would be nice to have a couple more skills, to have them more readily available. And so I was thinking to myself, apart from the kind of unimaginativeness of the enemy types and the limited amount of enemy types, what else is making this game not as enjoyable as I would have hoped? And I suppose I thought about like leveling at first, and I was like, well, no, not really, because you kind of do level up in a sense that instead of getting experience and leveling up and getting better stats and new abilities and stuff, you just collect money instead of experience and then just buy the stat upgrades and abilities and shit like that. So that's pretty much your standard fare as far as progression goes in, well, for your character. So it's like, okay, how about the skills? It's pretty damn limited. And in other similar dungeon crawler type games, you'd expect anywhere from, I don't know. I'm gonna... Okay, yes, I admit this game is pretty simple. It's like, it harkens back kind of to an era of simpler games where there wasn't a whole lot of variation and ingenuity, I guess. I don't know, that kind of sounds mean, but in a dungeon crawler nowadays, take anything from like Torchlight to Diablo 3, well, Torchlight 2, or whatever you like, they have anywhere from like 10 to 20 skills per character. I know Diablo has what, 4 or 5 skills per skill slot, and you have like 4 or 5 skill slots. That's like at least 20 skills, and each of those has runes that modifies how they behave. And in Torchlight, you get, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 skills per tree, and there's 3 trees, so that's 21 skills. Oh, I should have gone down there. And in this, you get, well, 3. So it's not super great. And so it's like, okay, fair enough. It kind of makes it work, though. Sort of. I mean, it's not great. A couple more skills, would be fantastic and would open up some more interesting combos and various things you could do. But I understand it's a simple game, and maybe, I don't know, it was difficult to balance, or they didn't have time, or they wanted to keep it fairly limited in terms of what skills you could use. They didn't want people relying too much on their mana or their skills, and wanted them to learn how to kite enemies properly with their regular attacks and shit like that. So, okay, I can jam to that, I guess. So I was thinking, what else would you expect in your average kind of dungeon crawling game? And I was like, but of course, loot. Now in this, of course, you get keys and money and various planks and shit for some reason, and you occasionally get stat upgrades and stuff like that, and potions and whatever else you feel like. So, you know, okay, fair enough, but there's no equipment in this game. Oh, we have a gold key. I'm so opening this. Get open, bitch. And that's the exit to the next floor, which we won't go to, but I will go press that button, because we're not done here yet. So yeah, there's no equipment in this game. There's no armor, there's no weapons. You just have your default armor that your character sprite comes with. You have the default weapons that your character starts with, and there's no way to change them or make them better in any way apart from visiting the, you know, damage shop, which, as I've said before, kind of takes the equivalent of leveling up. So there isn't really any way to modify how your character attacks, what they attack with, or any of that cool, exciting stuff that comes with having a loot-based system in a game to do with equipment. So it kind of makes it a bit more repetitive and a bit more monotonous and a bit less rewarding to play in the short term. Don't panic, by the way. I'm going to finish this game. I'm going to play it till it's fucking done, dead and buried, and then I'm going to play something else. But it is getting a bit dry. And at first, as I said, you know, Act 1 was awesome. Act 2, pretty good too, although it got a little slow. And this one is just, it's just more of the same, and there's not much that's really changed, and it's kind of grating on me. I think we've been through here. Yeah, we have. There's dudes over on the left there. How do we get over there? So I was thinking to myself, how come it's gotten like worse and I'm enjoying it less than I was? And it's not just because it's more of the same every floor and every act, and there's not a whole lot of variance to it. It's also because, as far as I can tell, each of the floors that we get to have been getting progressively longer as we've been going along. And that's not great when it's just the same stuff over and over. You don't want it to be the same stuff with a different skin, but make it take longer each time. Because shit gets fucking tiring. So I think those are the main reasons that this game isn't as fun as I would have hoped. Is that there's there's character progression, but there's not a lot of variety to it. There's no instant gratification in terms of loot or gear. There's... Oh, another thing is in most dungeon crawlers you would expect a fair amount of either mini-bosses or... Also, there's no quests in this, which, I mean, that's fine. It's kind of a simple kind of dude with stuff, so you don't need quests. They kind of are just like XP sinks in other modern dungeon crawlers, so that's fine. But you would expect a fair amount of mini-bosses and champion enemies in other dungeon crawlers. I'm just walking around and talking and looking for secrets, by the way, so don't worry about that if nothing interesting is going on. And in this, there are challenge/champion type enemies. We've seen them before. I haven't seen any on this act yet, though. They're probably not until the next floor, since this is still the baby floor of the act. But the trouble with the champion enemies in this game is there's so few and far between. There's like one every floor or two, and that's just not enough in the slightest. They should have put way more in, and they're honestly not that challenging. There's not a whole lot to them so far. We had the giant bug in... Where the hell is that? Whatchamacallit? Hold up. What floor are we on? We're 7. These both go up to 8. That's weird. What was I saying? Yeah, we've seen the huge skeleton dude on the last act that spun around in a tornado coming at you. And in the act before that, we had the giant... I think it was a giant red bug that, when you killed it, split into 2 of those spiky ones. And that's pretty much it so far. And neither of them... They buffed the enemies around them. That's pretty much all they did. Ooh, okay. I don't particularly need any bronze keys, but I'll press that. Okay, that opens hell to up. That opens up hell to us. That's always nice. Get some more demon eyes to kill. Like we haven't killed 100 of those by now already. So yeah, I think it would have benefited a lot from more and more varied challenge enemies. Oh, yeah, champion enemies rather. Maybe some... Definitely more enemy types as well, more enemy variation. Maybe some more... Shit, I don't know, anything. Maybe weapons, maybe that's a stretch too far, and the fact that, you know, it doesn't have quests. Adding gear to it would be a bit weird, but maybe you could add, like, rings, and then other than that, your character just has the default equipment, and you can have rings that maybe, like, slightly increase your mana regen, or your health regen. Maybe not the health regen, because, you know, that would kind of take the challenge out from the game. You could just chill in a corner until your health regenerates, but I suppose... And also, yeah, the fact that this game has very limited amount of potions. You can only carry 1 potion with you at a time, and that's just not something you'd... Oh, okay, that's an eye spawner. That's disgusting. Only being able to carry 1 potion isn't something that you really expect from a dungeon crawler. So that kind of goes in the kind of minimalist vein of things. And I'm fine with the whole minimalist gameplay. I don't mind that at all. Some very good games can be minimalist like that, but where you don't want to be minimalist is with enemy variation and enemy types. Ow. And yeah, this game kind of does that, so that's kind of frustrating for me, trying to play through it as best I can. Because it is an amazing concept, and I did really love the game when I first played it. Now it's like 12 hours of gameplay later, and I still enjoy it. It's still fun to play. It's just, it could have been so much better. So yeah, it's frustrating. But enough of that bullshit. Let's carry on killing shit and finding secrets. I have done this act before, as I think I've said before. I was doing co-op with a buddy a little while after I got into Act 2, and we got up to the very start of Act 4, which I haven't seen any of the enemies up there, so who knows, maybe I could be entirely wrong about all of the stuff that I just said, and maybe Act 4 is amazing, and This game also has a fairly robust looking level editor that's bundled with. It's probably the... Ow. Probably the editor that the developers use themselves. It's kind of bare bones in terms of UI, but I mean, that's fine. It has all of the functionality you'd expect from a level editor. I mean, especially if it's the one that the developers use themselves to make all of this stuff that we're playing. And there's various different Steam Workshop stuff available, and you can download other people's maps and story modes and shit that they've done, and challenge maps and all kinds of nice stuff. So it does have that going for it, which is awesome. It would just be nice to have a bit more variety. Oh shit, what is going on? Something... Okay, there's a huge green eye in that room that's buffing all these dudes. So that's our challenge... Not challenge, fucking champion enemy for this act. Oh, that just exploded and opened a door for me. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm not super happy about the buffing though. It'd be nice if I could get some buffs. I'm pretty sure there are potions that do that actually, but I'd rather carry a health potion around in case shit got real bad. I mean, it's not like we don't have 21 lives, but still. You never want to be about to kill a boss and die. Oh, well, most games, you know, they have the boss either like regenerate health or you get back to a checkpoint, whereas in this, if you die, you lose life and you carry the fuck on as if nothing ever happened. Okay, Ice Spawner, you need to die. There we go. More Ice Spawn is great. Get out of here. A button! I want to press it. But the allure of gold is too strong. I must pick up all of the money first. Okay, button. What do you do? Something. Something we will see maybe later. I would like to get in there. That passage looks pretty deadly. Nice. Oh, throwing daggers actually did pretty well there. I mean, it kind of burned an entire mana bar, but fuck it. Sometimes you just gotta go nuts. I would like to dodge that, please. Thank you. Also, I do like how this game does have you dodging shit a lot more than you'd expect from other games in the genre. Oh shit. And it does kind of turn to a bullet hell at times, which is kind of cool, actually. If a little scary. So this is just bad times ahead? Yeah, bad times ahead. Also, this game is nothing if not a... Well, not this game in particular, but this LP is nothing if not a warning for people who are doing blind Let's Plays, where they play a game for like 5 minutes and are like, oh my god, this is amazing, let me do an LP of this, without having ever really done a whole lot in it. As was my case with this. But I will finish it. I will do all of the stuff. There's even a second campaign. Ow. I believe it was DLC or something at one point for this. It's like a desert temple kind of. I think it's Sun Temple, something like that. I will try and endeavor to remember for next time, because it's in the like main menu every time I load this up. What was I talking about? I have completely forgotten. Oh, right, blind LPs, I think. I don't know. for just killing shit. You know what I would really love right about now, though, is a fucking decent shop of any kind. Oh wow, okay, that's a much more interesting champion enemy. He actually just spawns a shit ton of eyes and buffs them as they come after you. Ow! So yeah, oh fuck, I'm getting killed by this fucking mage dude. This better not be a dead end. Oh god. I'm gonna have to loop around here. Grab this health. Probably grab this mana too. So I can turn around, and that's not quite what I had in mind. That's more like it. Oh, I shouldn't have come this way. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Spend all the mana! Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break here, because I think I have pizza on the way. So, I will meet you back here in a second. Okay, we're back. I changed my mind though. I'm not gonna carry on. I'm gonna end the episode here because lately I've been recording like 30 to 35 minute episodes, and man, that shit takes forever to render. So I'm gonna try doing like 25-ish minute episodes from now on if I can. I don't really have like a set limit. I kind of just do it arbitrarily, like, oh, that's like, yeah, a certain amount of time, I'm gonna stop now and do the next one. Which is why the timings are probably so weird for each of the different episodes. Also, I don't mean to sound like someone who knows what they're talking about when it comes to analyzing games or anything. I just play games to have fun. I don't dick around with any of the, I don't know, themes and analyzing shit and being a critic or anything. So, you've been watching Let's Play Hammerwatch. I'll see you next time.